Now, we were here yesterday, and this was Bob's first time wearing a kilt. You seem to be getting used to it. In fact, I don't think it's come off yet, has it?
No, I wore it out. Oh, sorry. I wore it out. Well, that was loud. These are really sensitive, aren't they?
Yeah.
No, I wore it out last night in the middle of Scotland, just dancing around in Glasgow.
Yeah. So did you go to John Bishop last night?
Yeah. Oh, that was unreal.
Oh,
You're
so funny.
wearing this?
Yeah.
Yep. Did you sleep in this?
He slept in it, that's it. He's gone to bed, got up, come straight here.
Now you're sporting the Spirit of Loch Tay tartan from Kilts for You. It's stand number
416A.
416A.
Well done.
Yeah.
We're trying to get him a free kilt, basically. So
He wants to
is
take
that-
the kilt
did
home.
you get a
He's
free
doing
one?
everything he can do to get it. Everything.
And of course, the other question we must ask anyone who wears a kilt, of course, is it worn like a true Scotsman?
Yeah, look. I did say when they said, "Oh, do you want to wear a kilt?" I was like, "I will do it, but I'm only going to do it if I can do it like traditionally." But I don't know, something about health and hygiene and something like that. So no, I have not done it the traditional way this time. So, sorry.
Can the front row confirm this?
They were hoping for a
Can you guys
kilt.
confirm?
Now, legs together.
It's been an absolute nightmare. It's just literally every time I sit down, I'm like that. So I don't know how to sit. It's like the most awkward thing to try and know.
Now, of course, you guys came to Nation's attention last year when you were on Married at First Sight, the revamped UK version, the good version. They basically copied the Aussie version, which was excellent.
Exactly.
And I think, though, when you met at the altar, Megan, you did say later there was no spark there. And I'll ask you, would things have been differently if he was dressed like that?
Do you know what? If he was standing at the end of the aisle with a kilt on, I'd have been made up. I'd have just been gutted when he opened his mouth.
I mean,
You want Scottish?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
No, that's why I'm here. Actually, I want to find myself a wee Scottish lass.
Right, these are all taken. No.
Oh, yeah, wrong place for it.
Now, I know you'll get asked these questions all the time, but was it honestly, truly, hand on heart, the first time you'd set eyes on each other was at the altar? No
Yeah.
rehearsals beforehand?
No.
No trickery of cameras?
The Australian version, you at least know the first name of your partner. Because I've always watched the Australian version, and I kept asking, well, what's his name? What's his name? Can I at least have a name? No, we didn't know anything. Literally, the first time I saw him was at the end of the aisle.
And because they wait, they go, right, go in. So I went in and I was like, I'm only going to be stood there for about 5-10 minutes.
No.
Stood there for 45 minutes. Just met a family to the left of me, and I was like, hi. Yeah, it was.
He kept cracking really bad jokes to my mum.
I think I said to her mum and her auntie, I was like, oh, are you her sisters? And it just went down like a lead balloon. I was like, yeah, not good.
Talking to family, what were your families like when you broke the concept to them that you're going to marry a complete and utter stranger?
My family just didn't believe me. My nan, literally, even now, she still doesn't understand what happened. I was just like, Nan, honestly, I went to her house before I went to say goodbye because I'm going away for 3 months. I was like, Nan, I'm going away for 3 months now. I'm getting married. She's like, all right. And she just didn't believe me. Straight up, did not believe me.
Megan, your family?
My family weren't surprised. They thought it was something ridiculous that I would do. Everyone just, when I told them, they'd be like, of course you are. But then I think when, obviously there was a scene where my mum walked out and had quite a dramatic response. That was when she found out that we had a match, because up until that point in the process, you know you're in the running, but they tell you you're not getting married until you've got a match. So you know the possibility's there, so that's why obviously there was no surprise there was cameras in my living room, but she didn't know we had a match. And then I told her I had a match, and she was like, right, okay.
Right, and then it goes forward, and then you've got to set eyes on each other. You must have been so nervous before that moment.
Yeah.
I was petrified, absolutely petrified.
You were going to say something else there, weren't
I
you?
was going to say,
I was shitting myself.
Yeah. No, the thing was as well, when it was the night before when it really hit home. I was like, sent me a message going, right, your taxi's in I think it was like 9 o'clock in the morning, and it was like, even getting in the taxi to the venue, I was like, oh shit. No, in a nice way, but it was literally like
oh, little did you know.
So you get married on camera, and then you have to get to know each other on the flight, your honeymoon flight to the Dominican Republic. Yeah,
exactly.
So what is the chat? What's the small talk like?
I swear to God, no lie. Bob asked me 5 times in his 12-hour flight, what's my favourite colour?
What is it, purple?
And the 4th time
What
I
is it?
thought,
Purple? Green? Blue? Oh no, anything glittery.
anything glittering, yeah. But it is about the 4th time I thought, I'm going to have to tell this man. I said, honestly, like, I don't mean to sound rude, you've asked me that 4 times now.
Yeah. Shut up. That'd be a good start, wouldn't it, to the
We
marriage?
hadn't even had any sleep, you know, I was
No, we
tired.
had no sleep.
Literally, by the time we got back in from the actual wedding, it was probably
We were
got into the
awake for
hotel.
about 48 hours, weren't we?
Yeah, because even when we got in the hotel room, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and it was just like, and we literally just sat on the beds and we were just like,
What have we just done?
what is
and
this?
sorry to be so personal, but are you shown to the one hotel room? Is it the...
Yeah,
Yeah,
we had
yeah.
the same hotel room, yeah.
Yeah. And by that point, you're still talking?
Still talking.
Somehow.
Right, okay. And so when you come back, you're then decanted to an apartment block in Brighton.
Yeah.
Now, this is obviously a cunning move by the television executives
Yeah.
to lead you into temptation.
Yeah.
Yeah? So what happened?
Obviously, we moved into the apartment block, and after the honeymoon, Bob and I had kind of established there wasn't initially that romantic connection, so we
Right.
were working on the friendship, and you're not actually allowed to mingle with the other couples quite a lot. Unless it's on camera, you're not allowed to mingle.
Oh, yeah, tell us about that. They're really strict about that,
Oh,
aren't they?
so
That's
It's hard work.
A part of it's obviously we were right in the middle of COVID as well, so they really had to be careful, strict, because if one,
you weren't
if one
allowed to go for a
person,
walk.
we were getting
Nothing.
tested, I think like a couple of times a day or once every 3 days, something like
Yeah.
that. That's so different. Once every 3 days or twice a day, but and
Yeah, I didn't think that.
I just-
So
It
it's quite
was
a lot.
It was
You're
like every
tested,
day.
yeah.
Every
but
day.
it's like, but if one person tested positive, then that's it. They're going to have to postpone filming for probably a week, which
Yeah.
I guess financially for them would have been.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
they're strict with that. But, so you had to be mic'd up and
Yeah,
the
but we-
camera's on whenever you're speaking to each other.
Exactly. So on the programme, it looks like we're friends with the other couples, and when they're passing opinions and stuff, it's like they know us, but really we were all perfect strangers. The only time we saw each other was at the dinner parties when the cameras came on and they
Okay.
started stirring
Or we
the pot. Or we were having a secret party.
Or we were having secret parties, because it's like,
Yeah. So
once-
this went on, yeah.
We'd
Oh, so-
pass like numbers under doors where we
Oh.
knew where their rooms were.
Megan
We'd like
actually done that. She-
7 p.m. room 311.
She literally she wrote down all, because they give you like production phones, because they take your personal
Yeah, you
phone
can't
off
have
you.
your
Wow,
phone.
yeah.
So you can't contact your friends or family for nearly
No.
3 months, right?
It's
And
horrible.
so they give you like production phones in case they need to contact you. And Megan found everyone's our numbers. She wrote it down and literally
I
went round to
sliding
every
them
couple,
under doors.
just giving them to everyone. Yeah.
We just used to get chased around by security guards.
Get busted.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
fantastic. Now, obviously, the cameras and the narrative, if you like, of the show focused on one particular incident.
Yeah.
When I won't say who it was, but one of you had a drunken snog with Jordan.
Bob.
Sorry.
That's all I'm
about
going to say.
God's sake, Bob.
I wasn't going to tell anyone.
But you do believe that then became your story, and probably to the detriment of everything else that you'd done on the show
Absolutely.
or on camera, yeah?
The
Mm.
thing
Tell-
was,
what-
is like, oh, sorry, you were still speaking. Sorry, but yeah. So no, well, that was the case. It was obviously they only show on TV probably about 2% of everything that's filmed. Like literally, so there was so much that we didn't. They didn't show. Like we had a helicopter ride, we had a romantic dinner on the beach, so many like nice things. But because once they obviously went to do the editing, they focused
You
solely
work
on
backwards, don't you? We had so much fun, but that didn't fit the
didn't fit our story. Yeah.
storyline.
Yeah. Now, since it's been aired and since it's been, you've been recognised, you've got Instagram followers that went up through the roof and all that kind of stuff. You've had some lookalikes comparisons, so I don't mind. Quite a few people have said to me that you, Megan, look like Perry from Little
No,
Mix.
I'm not even taking that because she is far better looking than I'll ever be. But yeah, people do
And
say that. That's
Bob's
really
got
nice.
Bob's got a really complimentary one as well, haven't you? The Tinder swindler.
Do you not think he looks like the Tinder swindler?
The Tinder swindler. Not even close.
Yesterday he was like, Megan, can I have a tenner? I said, this sounds like we're going down the wrong road. Tinder swindler,
Yeah.
you know?
Brilliant.
You've
do.
also had to get really used to some very personal questions. I mean, people just randoms coming up to you in the street and just right in your face. What are they asking you?
Oh, the one the weirdest, not the weirdest one, but probably the most intrusive was, so, did you guys consummate the marriage? I was like, who walks up to someone in the street and goes, Susie, so have you actually
Did you
had
have
sex?
sex? No?
No.
But no is the answer.
That's an emphatic no. Are you happy that you did the show? Did you, in general?
I am. I thought it was the actual process was really good.
Yeah.
And but I think would I advise someone to go on it? It's really dependent on the person. Like it's a very intense process. Like everyone just probably thinks, you get like, oh, you're getting weighted on hand and foot. It is like the complete opposite.
It's like the hardest job you've ever had.
It was so incredibly intense.
Yeah.
Megan, would you do it all over again?
No.
No. No.
No.
One's
That's a hard no.
Yeah.
No.
Now you're both actually still single. You're still friends, but you're both single.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're both spent the weekend together in Scotland.
Yeah.
Saying, you're at a wedding show. Love is in the air. So I'm going to ask you, any chance at all you both getting back together?
No.
No.
Excellent. And just to wrap things up, I was going to say, if you do get married again,
Yeah.
would you be going to each other's weddings?
100%, but he's
100%.
got to wear the kilt.
Yeah, excellent.
Done.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Sold.
And sorry, just before we wrap up, Bob, your Insta followers know that you don't need any excuse to burst into song. How's the throat this morning? Is today? Is it okay?
It's actually a little bit.
Go on, give us something. We're going to get my job as a wedding
The only
singer
thing
before
I
we
could
leave.
think of just from TikTok, so that was it. It's like, I see the crystal raindrops falling in the beauty of it all, and when the sun comes shining through. That's not bad actually. I'll take that.
Would anyone like to ask our panel here any questions?
No, perfect.
Anyone?
Brilliant.
Anything about the show? Availability for singing? Weddings? Bar mitzvahs?
Who is your favourite couple in the show? Are you allowed to see?
Well, mine's obviously Adam and Taya. Like me and Adam, I FaceTime Adam probably every day.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, they're just like, they are the reason that show exists, because they even now they're just.
And Matt and Dan.
Oh, of course, yeah, and Matt and Dan. Yeah, sorry, I
Yeah,
forgot.
good choices.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Anything about the show?
No, perfect.
Any interest?
No.
No.
Lovely. Good.
Okay, great. Listen, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you
Been
for
great
having us.
having you here this weekend.
Cheers.
How about another round of applause?
Thank you.